At the Hope Center, we're Amazon Outreach offices, and I'm with our social media director, Priscilla Fernandez, and she's our expert Brazilian because she grew up Brazil, over 30 trips, and so we rely a lot on her for understanding the culture and what the river life is like. But today we're going to talk about boat life. If you're considering a trip, wanting to know what it's like, one of our favorite topics is to talk about the boat. So Priscilla, tell us, somebody's thinking about this trip, what would you tell them about the boat?
Well, Steve, I think we need to begin with our boats. We now have 2 boats that are for mission trips. We have 3, but 2 that we take teams, and it's the Linda Esperanza and Amor Esperanza, and I love both of them. And one of my favorite things is just getting there. I love to get to our boats and see that everything's ready for us, and it's clean, and it's ready to go, and then I just make my way to the hammocks, because I just love that part of our boat experience is getting to sleep in hammocks and close to my new friends and my team, getting to know each other and share, every day.
Well, the boat, as you said, is just an incredible experience. It's open air, you're in community. I don't know if I'd like that. I like my private space, but you have room for that as well. And
you
that,
really do.
as we've talked about, is just one of the best parts of the trip is that Brazilian coffee with the Word of God at sunrise on the Amazon. There's not really many more spiritual experiences and communing and connecting with God personally than on this boat with all these people, but yet you get to worship God in such an incredible way.
Well, that's right. After you have a great night of sleep, you wake up in the morning to that smell of Brazilian coffee, and you just, can get a cup of coffee and just make your way to the front of the boat or the back of the boat and just have your quiet time with the Lord, and a spiritual prep for the day and for the rest of your trip, really.
Yeah, a lot of people are apprehensive of the hammocks, but many, after they get over their initial fear, we do have alternatives, but most really love the hammocks, and like the last team bought hammocks.
Well,
they
you know what? They
them.
fall in love with them, and they just take them home, and they put it in their houses, and it's really, really a great part of our experience is just getting to have that time in the hammock. It's more than just sleeping, it's really part of getting that Brazilian culture and American culture together,
Which leads to another thing. After a good night's sleep, you're hungry, and my wife thought I was eating beans and rice in the jungle. Couldn't need to be further from the truth. Tell us a little bit about the food.
Well, we do have rice and beans, but we have so much more. You start with at breakfast. We have amazing fruit and a variety of food in every meal, and also desserts.
And the meals together, that becomes such a good bonding time
and that's
on the boat.
a great time for you to get to know the translators, the Americans. So it's amazing.
And not only the personal time and the meals, but the worship is, to me, just a little taste of heaven. You get to hear a little Portuguese and a little English, and hearing both cultures worship from their heart languages, to me, is another great highlight spiritually of what happens on the boat.
Every day we have worship time and sharing time about what God's doing during that trip.
Yeah, it's an incredible thing what God does on the boat. I came to the conclusion that a week on the boat would be more powerful than a year of my best sermons.
Wow.
Because I believe God uses the culture of the boat. But the main thing, all of this is not ultimately for our comfort, but to make it where we can focus on while we're there, and that's spreading the gospel on the Amazon. We don't have to worry about food or sleeping or taking care of it. It's all taken care of. It's a turnkey opportunity on the boat, so we can do mission.
Yeah, no, finish with that. My very, very, very favorite thing about the boat is just seeing God working inside and outside of that boat and see what He does.
It's a beautiful thing that happens on the river, and we look forward to having you on the boat. God bless you.